Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at day bags, and the bag we're going to be taking a look at is the Aer Day Pack. And so a while back we actually took a look at another bag that's part of Aer's new work collection, which was called the Aer Tech Pack. And this is actually a really great bag. I've definitely enjoyed testing this out. It has a lot of great organization. It has a really sleek and cool looking design, and it also has really great quality. So it's held up really well as I've been testing it out, and I've enjoyed using it. The only thing I noticed as I was testing this bag out is it's a little bit bigger than what I typically need for an everyday carry. And so I was really excited to see that as part of the work collection, Aer had actually released the Day Pack, which is kind of a smaller brother to the Aer Tech Pack. So it has a lot of the same features, very similar look, and just the same great organization and quality, but at a little bit smaller size, which actually seemed to suit my everyday needs a little bit better. And on top of that, after the work collection was released, I actually started getting a lot of questions from viewers regarding the differences between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack and which one might be better for them, and also how it compared to a lot of the other smaller bags we featured on the channel, like the Aer Flight Pack and the Vinyl Daily. And so I actually reached out to Aer to see if they had a review unit I'd be able to feature here on the channel to just kind of talk about the differences between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack, and also how the Day Pack compares to a lot of the other daily bags that we've had on the channel. And so far, I have to say I've been really loving the Day Pack. I think it's kind of the perfect size and blend of features for my everyday needs, and it still maintains the awesome look that the Tech Pack had. So I was really excited to be able to test this out. I've been using it a lot during my day-to-day, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So I want to go ahead and thank Aer for sending the bag over for me to test out. It's been a really great experience so far, and I'm excited to dive in. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Aer Day Pack. So just starting out with the outside of the bag, the Aer Day Pack is really similar in look and feel to the Tech Pack. So it has that same durable ballistic nylon exterior that feels like it's going to hold up really well. It has this water resistant kind of tarpaulin coating on the outside, which really feels like it's going to help keep water out. It has super nice quality YKK zippers with aqua guards. And so overall, the quality of the bag feels great. The bag maintains the same sleek look and feel that the rest of the work collection has. And that was one of the things that stood out the most when we tried out the Tech Pack, was just kind of how, minimally styled it was, but how it still managed to look really sleek. So I really like that the Day Pack really keeps almost the exact same look with a few slight differences. And so one of the main things that I wanted to do in this video was just kind of talk about the differences between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack as far as size and features. The bags are really similar, and the Day Pack is really kind of a little brother to the Tech Pack. And both bags are really great. Which one fits your needs better will just depend on how much you need to carry on a day-to-day and how big of a bag you want. So to me, the Tech Pack was a really great bag, and it has a lot of great organization, but it's a little bit big for what I like to carry on a day-to-day. But upon first glance, both bags have a very similar look. They both have, the same materials, the same sleek styling, and, there's just a few slight differences between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack. And so one thing I mentioned earlier is just that I have enjoyed using the Tech Pack a lot, but it's a little bit bigger than what I typically like to carry with me on a day-to-day basis. According to Aer's website, it has a 16-liter capacity. To me, it seems like this is probably a little bit bigger than that. I see it as closer to like 20 or 21 liters, just as far as the size. And then the Day Pack is rated at about a 15-liter capacity on Aer's website, but again, this kind of feels closer to like 19 liters or something like that to me. So both bags are definitely capable of holding a good amount of stuff, more than enough for what I need to carry on a day-to-day basis. And so, I was really excited to see that the Day Pack was a little bit smaller and sleeker than the Tech Pack, just because the Tech Pack seemed a little bit much for what I would want to carry with me, unless I was really going to be outside of my home or my office for a really long time during the day, and I wanted to just make sure to have a little bit of extra space. For something like my lunch or a change of clothes, it might be easier to kind of fit all that into the Tech Pack as opposed to the Day Pack. But for the most part, I've really liked the size of the Day Pack a little bit more. I just think it's sleeker, and it's kind of the ideal size for me for what I typically like for a daily carry. But as you can see, they're almost the same height. And so as we start to dive into kind of the pockets and the different features of the bag, you'll see that as I mentioned, they're very similar. There were only a few small features from the Tech Pack that were left off the Day Pack in order to just kind of make it look slimmer and a little bit sleeker. But both are very capable bags. And so let's go ahead and start diving into the pockets and the different features of the bag. So on the outside of the bag is where you'll see some of the kind of main differences. And so on the outside is where you'll really start to see a lot of the smaller differences between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack. So, first off, the Day Pack just has a lot cleaner design on the outside. So the Tech Pack actually had a handle on the side that allowed you to carry this as a briefcase. And it also has a water bottle pocket on the outside. And so the Day Pack forgoes both of those features. So it doesn't have a handle and it doesn't have that external water bottle pocket, but it does have just kind of the sleeker, clean look. So a little bit less versatile, I suppose, in how you can organize, but it works a little bit better as far as the look, in my opinion. The Tech Pack also had a small kind of external compartment on the side here that the Day Pack does not have. And so, it's unfortunate that the Day Pack doesn't kind of offer this side quick access compartment, but at the same time, it was a little bit narrow on the Tech Pack. So, I'm not sure how useful many people will find it. I kind of used it to put a power bank or something like that in there, but overall, I don't think it's a huge loss, and I do like kind of the cleaner look that it does give the Day Pack to sacrifice those outer kind of extra compartments. In the video I did for the Tech Pack, one of my original complaints was just that I thought that the handle on the side came out just a little bit too far, and it just kind of affected the clean aesthetic of the bag. There's no such issue with the Day Pack. I really like how clean everything looks. I've loved wearing it so far. It looks great with like a nicer outfit if I have to dress a little bit more professionally on any given day. I really think this meshes well with that, and it blends in really well to whatever environment I'm going to. So moving on to the straps and the back panel of the bag, Aer has always been very consistent in this area. I really love the straps that they use. They're always very comfortable. They're really nice and padded. They're a really good width, so they never feel like they're digging into your back as you're walking around during the day. They have this really nice kind of meshy material on the straps that really feels like it's going to help prevent a buildup of moisture as you're wearing the bag with a lot of weight. And then they also have kind of this nice contoured shape that really feels great on your shoulders and arms. And as with their other bags, they also have the adjustable and removable sternum strap, which is really nice if you have a little bit heavier items and you want some extra support. The back panel continues to also be consistently comfortable and great. It has a really soft, comfortable padding. It has the same kind of meshy materials that the straps have to help prevent a buildup of moisture. And it also has really nice elevation here to allow for airflow on your back. So it's really just nice how comfortable and consistent Aer has been with how these bags are and how nice they are to wear for long periods of time. Compared to the Tech Pack, the back paneling and the straps are very similar. The only difference that I would want to call out here between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack is just that the Tech Pack had that little pass-through here, so that if you're wearing this while you're traveling with a carry-on suitcase, you can actually put this on top of the suitcase, and you can actually put this on top of the suitcase handle, and it'll be able to kind of just rest there easily by having this strap there. And so it's a little bit unfortunate that the Day Pack doesn't have this. I don't see any particular reason to have left it off, if only maybe just to provide a little bit of differentiation between the bags. But I do think that it would be nice to have that same kind of suitcase pass through on the Day Pack. So just a small gripe there, but overall, the bags are very similar to wear, and they're both super comfortable. So really great job there. And so the last main difference that I noticed between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack is just that the Tech Pack actually has a separate laptop compartment on the outside, so you can quickly get to your laptop. It's very big, so that if you have a larger laptop, it's very easy to fit there. It's a nice and padded compartment, and it's just nice to have that extra separation and space that the laptop compartment offers. And so that in itself helps make the bag a little bit bigger. And so I think a big difference between which bag is better for your needs will depend on what type of laptop you have, or whether you care a lot about a laptop having its own external compartment, or if it's fine if it's just a sleeve that is part of the main compartment, which we'll look at in a second with the Day Pack. Before moving on to the pockets and the inside of the bag, one last thing I want to call out is, just like the Tech Pack, Aer really made an emphasis to make the Day Pack able to stand up on its own. So as you can see here, it's very easily standing up on its own. It has the same kind of plastic rigid insert on the inside of the main compartment that gives the bag some extra rigidity and helps it keep its shape as it's standing up. So I think overall this works really well. It's really nice that they are kind of focusing on this toolbox design, so that if you're sitting down, you can just reach down and grab something and not worry about the bag falling over. And overall, I've found that it stands up pretty well on its own. I did notice at some points that if I took a lot of the weight out of the main compartment, so if I took my laptop and a book out, the bag would sometimes tip over. But for the most part, it still kept its shape. So I think it's just a matter of like the different items that you have in the bag and where the weight is distributed. So if you have a lot of stuff on the front, even when you take your heavier items out from the back, it tends to stand up pretty well. But if the bag is kind of on the emptier side and it's on ground that's not completely level, it will have a tendency to sometimes tip over. But this is not a typical use case for me. When I'm out with the bag, I have enough stuff to keep it upright, but just something to note. The rest of the pockets between the Day Pack and the Tech Pack are very similar. So, no external compartments on the sides, but both bags thankfully feature the same great quick access compartment on the top. All the compartments have the, awesome YKK zippers with good water resistance. And this quick access pocket, as with all of Aer's other bags, this is something they always do really great, is just a really spacious and useful compartment here. I really love having these as a way to just quickly grab items that I use very commonly during the day. So as I typically have in my day bags here, I have my Ray-Bans with their case, and then I also have a lightning cable to charge my iPhone. And you know, this is just a big pocket. I'm always surprised at how much space Aer's quick access pockets typically have. So even with the items that I currently have in there, there's plenty of leftover space. I might even throw my mouse in there every once in a while. And so it's really nice just how versatile the pocket is. As with the pocket on the Tech Pack and a lot of their other bags, unfortunately this doesn't have like a fleece lining here on the inside to help prevent scratching on something more delicate like your sunglasses without a case or your phone. So it would be nice to see that maybe in a future version of the bag. But it is nice that you can kind of pull the lining out if you need to clean it or anything like that. And as I mentioned, it's just a really spacious pocket. The only thing to note once again with the quick access pocket is that the pocket does kind of dip into the main compartment's volume. So if you fill this up completely, it will take up a little bit of space in the main compartment. But overall, I haven't found that to be a big deal at all, and I just really love how useful this pocket has been. So next up, I want to dive into the front kind of organizational compartment here. And so this is a really nice compartment. I really love how flexible this tarpaulin material on the front is. So this is really useful, especially if you want to put bulkier items in this pocket. It kind of molds to whatever you put in here. So I really like the flexibility that offers. And this pocket is very similar to how it was implemented on the Tech Pack. It's almost identical. It has the same exact number of pockets, and it just continues to be really useful overall. So just, as you can see here, there's a lot of different slip pockets. There's zippered pockets to separate everything out. And so just starting off kind of with the top area here, there's just kind of one mesh stretchy compartment that you can use for a little bit bulkier items. I currently just have my Windows mouse in there. So this is a really nice area for something like a power brick or maybe a GoPro. And then behind that, there's an additional slip pocket here that is also elastic and has a good amount of space. Can fit kind of my hand in there. Next to these slip pockets, there's a few smaller pockets for a pen or a stylus or something like that. I currently just actually have my titanium spork with me and also just a Sharpie. So it's really nice that they have a few different pockets for those type of utensils or pens if you want to carry them. And then next to that, I have another larger slip pocket where I currently have my BluePot portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank combination. This is one of my favorite items to carry with me on a day-to-day basis. So, that fits really nicely in there. And this is also a great compartment to have something like a portable hard drive or your laptop charger. So really versatile. I love just how big and flexible these pockets are. Behind all these slip pockets, there's an additional zippered compartment to kind of add a little bit of separation between all the items that you have here in this compartment. And so this is pretty spacious. It actually goes down about halfway through the height of the bag. So as you can see here, very similar to how it was implemented on the Tech Pack. And this is a nice compartment for just kind of random items that you don't want floating around. So currently what I have in here is just my field notes. I also have a retractable multi-port cable from Chiffon. And this is a really great cable. It has a few different lightning ports, a USB-C and a micro USB port, which is really all the kind of ports that I need throughout the day. So really versatile, and I love carrying this with me. I also have my Apple Magic Mouse. Last thing I want to call out is that it also has a little lanyard here with an attachment for keys or a multi-tool or something. So really nice to see this, to kind of be able to have quick access to whatever you hook onto here. I typically carry my Gerber shard on here, but sometimes I'll throw my keys in my bag and I'll hook it onto here just so that I always know where they are. And so I really like that the bag includes this. As with the Tech Pack, I do think that the little lanyard is a little bit shorter than I would typically like, or it'd be nice if it was kind of detachable. But overall, I'm just really glad it was included, and I think it's always nice to have that added organization in the bag. And so continuing on with the rest of this kind of front organizational compartment, I really like how deep it goes. So as you can see here, it goes all the way to the bottom of the bag, and as I mentioned earlier, the front is really flexible to kind of allow for a little bit more bulkier items here. And so I currently just have a book that I'm reading here, Start With The Why. It's been a great book so far, hoping to get through that pretty soon. And so on top of the space that is offered on the bottom of the bag, there's also some more kind of organizational slip pockets. So there's actually a larger one here that's a little bit wider, and it's kind of perfect for something like a notebook. So if you have a Moleskine, I currently just have my iPad Mini 2 in here, and that fits pretty nicely as well, but it's not really a padded compartment. It's just a nice little slip pocket to add a little bit of organization. So I think it's really perfect for a notebook and a smaller tablet or something like that. And then on top of that, there's also two additional slip pockets here. These are just a little bit larger than the ones on the top. They're a little bit wider, but they're very flexible. A really great place to put something like your laptop charger or again, just another big portable power bank or a GoPro or something like that. So really nice flexibility. And so in one of the slip pockets, what I actually have is a wireless charger. So ever since I got an iPhone 10, I've been really excited at the ability to use wireless chargers, and so I like to carry one with me kind of wherever I go now. And so, you know, these two slip pockets are really great overall. I think they're very similar to the ones at the top. They're just a little bit wider, but they offer really great capacity and flexibility in what you can put here. I really love just how much they stretch out. And it's really nice that because of this elastic material, if you don't want to use them, they just kind of lay flat against the compartment, so they don't really get in your way if you don't want to use them. But it's nice that if you don't use pouches and you just want to have an extra spot for everything, this provides plenty of organization for you to do that. And so moving on to the main compartment, one last thing I want to call out between the Tech Pack and the Day Pack is just that the main compartment for the Day Pack is actually very similar to this additional compartment that the Tech Pack has. It's almost identical as far as the organization that it offers and the space. So really when you're using the Tech Pack, you have almost a little Day Pack contained within the Tech Pack with just an additional few compartments as far as the laptop compartment and some of that outer stuff. So just wanted to call that out. I was really surprised just how similar they were, and it just made me appreciate the Tech Pack that much more when I kind of thought about it as it having a Day Pack contained within it. So really impressive. And you know, as I mentioned in the video for the Tech Pack, this compartment is really well done. I really love how much I'm able to fit in here and the organization that it offers. And just seeing how much I was able to hold in the main compartment for the Day Pack is where I kind of saw, like, you know, just why the Tech Pack was a little bit big for my everyday needs. As I mentioned, you know, I was able to very easily fit everything that I need here. So, you know, just walking through the items that I currently have, I have my Beats Solo Wireless 2. And then I also have the Power Packer here. This has kind of been the organizational pouch that I've been using for the past couple of weeks. You know, we did a review for it recently. And then the last thing I have here on the bottom is actually my water bottle. So even though the Day Pack does not have an external water bottle compartment, it does have a little kind of mesh sleeve here on the inside that is perfect for at least helping to keep your water bottle upright. So I'm always a little bit wary of having my water bottle in the same compartment as my laptop. But I do think this is nice to at least help mitigate some of the risk from having the two things in the same compartment. I just really like how this helps keep the bottle upright, and it makes it very easy to access. It reminded me a lot of the sleeve that the Manal Daily actually included in their main compartment to keep the water bottle in place. And you know, overall, I think it works pretty well. I really think that the Day Pack does a great job here of managing the amount of space it offers for your items with just maintaining a sleek and slim profile. So very, very spacious here. So here on the bottom, there's a few more slip pockets. So, you know, these are very similar to the bigger slip pockets that are found in the front organizational compartment. You know, just a great spot to put something larger like a portable hard drive or your laptop charger as well. And so as you saw, I don't really use these that much, but they don't get in my way either. So it's nice that they're there if you need them. Then on top of that, there's an additional kind of sleeve here that might be good for some documents or a tablet. It's not padded or anything like that. What I currently have in here is my Levitate portable standing desk, and that fits in there really nicely. And then the last thing here that I want to talk about is the laptop compartment. So the laptop compartment here is very similar to the laptop compartments that Aer has featured in bags like the Aer Flight Pack and the Aer Fit Pack 2. But this is a really nice compartment. It's, you know, nice and padded. It definitely helps. It definitely feels like it's going to keep the laptop protected. It doesn't have any sort of kind of felt lining on the inside, and it is a little bit more flexible than I would typically want to see in a padded laptop sleeve. But it still does feel like it's going to protect the laptop pretty well. And so the laptop compartment can hold up to about a 15-inch laptop. I currently have my 13-inch MacBook Pro, and that fits in here very well. But there's space up top for a taller laptop. And I really like just how wide this pocket comes up. So this is, you know, very spacious. If you have a bit thicker laptop, you should be able to fit that in here as well. And, you know, overall, I think the compartment does a good job of protecting the laptop. One thing that I want to call out is that the compartment is not fully elevated. So the bag does offer a fair amount of padding on the bottom, and the bottom of this compartment offers a little bit of padding, but it's not elevated off the ground. So sometimes when I drop my laptop in and I'm not careful enough, I kind of feel it hitting the bottom of the bag, and so if it's on a really rough surface, it just bumps a little bit harder than I would like. So it would be nice for a little bit more elevation in the laptop compartment for future iterations of the bag. But overall, I think the laptop compartment does a good job of keeping your device protected, and I just really like to see how flexible it is, and I think it fits a variety of devices, so that's really great. So overall, I think the Aer Day Pack has been a fantastic everyday bag. I really love the overall style, the organization that it offers, the comfort, and of course the quality. You know, Aer continues to deliver just really great bags. I think the work collection overall has a lot of great bags. As I mentioned during the video many times, you know, I've really enjoyed the Tech Pack for the amount of time that I've had it, and it's held up really well. And the Day Pack, you know, kind of follows in that tradition, and it's just a great addition to Aer's lineup of bags. The bag itself costs about $125 on Aer's website, which is actually a really great price, especially compared to a lot of the other bags that we featured on the channel. And so the Aer Fit Pack 2, which is kind of the closest in size I'd say to this, is about $135. And that's a really great bag. As I mentioned during the video that I did for it a little while back, it's been one of my favorite daily carry bags. It's super versatile. I love, you know, pretty much everything about it. The only thing is this bag to me looks a little bit more professional. So I actually feel more comfortable wearing this, you know, to business meetings, or if I'm, you know, a little bit more dressed up during the day. I think the Day Pack kind of matches the look a little bit better. And it's also a little bit cheaper, which is a nice plus. You know, I think both are great bags, but as I mentioned, if you're looking for something just a little bit more stylish, the Aer Day Pack might be the way to go. Whereas if you're looking to hold just a little bit more, you know, and to carry some extra clothes or something like that, the Aer Fit Pack might be slightly better. The bag also compares nicely to the Aer Flight Pack, which we had a while back as well. And you know, that's a really great bag. It's a little bit bigger than this one. You know, the capacity on that's about 23 liters versus the 15-liter capacity for this. And that bag also just has kind of a lay flat style that allows for a little bit easier packing. And it also has a very nice professional look. You know, personally for me, I like kind of the organization and look of the Day Pack a little bit better than the Flight Pack, but both bags are really nice, and the Flight Pack does come with the flexibility to use as a briefcase or as a shoulder bag. So, you know, they both kind of have their pluses and minuses. The Flight Pack is also a little bit more expensive at around $150. So they're both pretty good deals. It just kind of depends on what your needs are for your specific bags. As I mentioned in the intro to the video, a lot of people had also been asking how the Day Pack compared to something like the Manal Daily. And, you know, first of all, as far as price, I think the Day Pack wins hands down. The Manal Daily is about $200, whereas the Day Pack is only $125. And then, you know, quality-wise, I think that they're both really high-quality bags, but I really like kind of the ballistic nylon exterior on the Day Pack. And I also just like kind of the look and the style a little bit more. The Manal is probably the most minimally styled bag that I featured on the channel, and I really like, you know, the look of that bag. But this one to me just seems a little bit sleeker, and it just has a little bit more organization. And it also just, the size just kind of fits my body size personally a little bit more. The Manal is like a very short bag, whereas this is a little bit longer, and so I just like the way it looked on me. Another difference between this bag and the Manal Daily is that this bag is a lot more comfortable to wear in my opinion. You know, it has the thicker straps and a better back panel. So they're both really great day bags, but I do think that the Aer Day Pack is a little bit better deal. The Day Pack also reminds me a lot of bags like the Incase Icon Slim or the Timbuk2 Division Pack, which are also just some really nice tech bags that kind of have a little bit more of a professional look. Compared to the Incase Icon Slim and the Timbuk2 Division, the Aer Day Pack is about in the same price range. And, you know, they all very similar type bags. It just really kind of will depend on the different pocket layouts that you like and the styles that you like. So, you know, to me, I just really still like the sleek and minimal styling of the Aer Day Pack, but I really enjoyed using those other bags as well. And so at $125, I think that for the style, the comfort, and the quality and features that this bag offers, I think it's a really great deal, especially compared to a lot of Aer's other bags. You know, as I mentioned, this is kind of the cheapest bag in the lineup, and, you know, it doesn't sacrifice features or style, so it really makes it a great deal. And just compared to the Tech bag, which we looked at originally, I think this one suits my needs a little bit better. I really just love the size. I think it's absolutely perfect for daily use, and I definitely look forward to continue to use this on my day-to-day carry. So I want to go ahead and thank Aer again for sending the bag over for us to test out. And if you guys found this video useful, please go ahead and give us a like below. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.